Hey there, race fans. It's Race Day Top 5 with me, Frank 5. Crazy restarts and battling for the lead all day long at one of the fastest mile-and-a-half tracks in the NASCAR country, and two drivers have clinched their spot today to go to Homestead. One on points, one on a victory. Number 1, Kevin Harvick captures his first win at Texas in 30 starts, and boy, that's about time because he's come oh so close so many times. Captures the win in today's AAA Texas 500, officially punching his ticket to Homestead to once again compete for a championship for the third out of 4 times with this new playoff format. Kevin Harvick missed the playoffs for Homestead last year because he didn't perform well in the round of 8, but this time he was able to perform with a top 5 finish last week and the win today to punch his ticket. And most people had Kevin Harvick going to Homestead, including myself. I mean, it all depended on how well he ran at Phoenix. Most people expected him to go to Phoenix and win. That didn't happen. He got the job done today. He's going to Homestead as he finished ahead of Martin Truex Jr., Denny Hamlin, Matt Kenseth, and Brad Keselowski. Number 2, Chase Elliott, an 8th place finish. Still isn't enough to get us into the top 4, but nonetheless, it's a good effort, and we know we got to do next week. We got to win Phoenix if we're going to go to Homestead. But, this weekend really wasn't out a lot of drama, despite, everything happened last week. We didn't make it to qualify because we failed pre-qualifying inspections, so we started 34th, and we started driving through the field. I felt really optimistic, and then middle part of the race, we got shuffled to the back out of the top 15, worked our way back to the top 10, back and forth, and we were able to come away with an 8th place finish. So I'm happy. I'm still a little bit upset, but I'm not completely upset. So know what we got to do next week, and if we don't make it to Homestead, I'm proud of what we've been able to do this year, advancing to the round of 8. That was one of our goals, and we got that done. Number 3, Martin Truex Jr. has clinched a spot to Homestead based on points. All he had to do is come away today with at least a 55 to 60 point lead above the cut line. He came away after the race with a 76 point cushion over the cut line, and he's now going to Homestead, which a lot of people, we already knew based on how well they've been this year, that he was going to advance. But a lot of people predicted Truex to win today, but I just didn't really see the dominance in his car early on. Later half of the race, he was really strong. So, second place, he's on to Homestead, and I think he's going to be pretty strong as long as he can not cost himself at the end of the race like he did today. Number 4, Jimmie Johnson, a 7-time winner here at Texas and the winner of the spring. A lot of people had him as the possibility, as a wild card for guys who won here many times to win here to go to Homestead. But it was a struggle all day for the 48 car. They fell out of the top 10. Then they had a loose wheel. They got a lap down. Then he went 2 laps down for pitting on unscheduled stop. And now he finds himself at least 50-plus points behind the cut line going to Phoenix. And honestly, I just don't see it happening. Most people wonder, what happened to Jimmie Johnson? Why is he not good anymore? Literally, I will say this. He was lucky to get through Kansas because the 48 team is, I'm not trying to be offensive to anybody, but they've just not performed. And it's question mark. And Chase is performing better than the 48 car. Now, maybe it's, inexperienced, young gun versus old guy getting the job done. But you never know. But 48's got to do the exact same thing the 24's got to do next week. Got to go to Phoenix. Got to win if they're going to get to Homestead. They need to keep their fingers crossed for a solid run in order to have an opportunity. Number 5, Matt Kenseth comes away with a top 5 finish today. And earlier yesterday, we had big news regarding his future. Matt Kenseth has decided to step away from racing after the 2017 Monster Energy Cup Series season. He will not be in a car next year because there are no competitive ride openings. I don't blame him. Most people had him going to the 77 car. But since the team has decided that they won't have 5 Energy on their car, sponsorship's a problem, they decided we'll shut it down, we'll rebuild it one day. But as of now, Matt Kenseth decided he's taking a year off. He may come back in the middle of next year. He may be back in 2019. I don't know. But, if Homestead is the last time we'll see Matt Kenseth drive a car like Dale Earnhardt Jr. is, then I want to thank Matt Kenseth for all the memories I've watched him. He was my dad's favorite driver for many years before he went to Toyota. So I have all respect for Matt Kenseth. I love him to death, and I'm going to miss not seeing him on the track next year, but hopefully he can come back. So next week is Phoenix, and there are 3 spots locked in. Kyle Busch, Harvick, and Truex. 2 of them are wins, Truex on points. So that means the last spot is up for grabs based on points between Keselowski, Blaney, and Hamlin, or if somebody else wins out of those 3, or the 2 guys that need to win, Chase Elliott and Jimmie Johnson. It's going to be a dogfight in those final laps at the Phoenix Raceway next week. So who's going to get in? Leave comments below. Who do you think is going to join the final 3 to Homestead? Who's going to join them? I'm curious to see, and you got to tune in next week. So don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Congrats to the 4 car and the 78 that clinched their spot to Homestead. I'll see y'all next week.